Nag-isa ang hepe ng Philippine National Police Ronald Bato de la Rosa sa Senado kanina. Tinanong si General Bato, bakit niya ibinalik sa pwesto si Superintendent Marvin Marcos, gayong idinawit siya sa kalakalan ng droga. Ang grupo ni Marcos ang nakapatay kay Albuera Mayor Rolando Espinosa sa loob mismo ng kanyang selda. Mula sa Senado, nakatutuklaim si Maris Umali. Maris.
Mike, hindi nakaligtas si PNP Chief Director General Ronald Bato de la Rosa sa panggigisa ng mga senador kung bakit niya pinahintulutang maibalik muli sa pwesto ang dating CIDG Region 8 Chief na si Police Superintendent Marvin Marcos sa kabila ng pagkakasangkot di umano nito sa illegal drug trade ni Kerwin Espinosa. Si De La Rosa na mismo ang nagsabi sa loob lang ng isang araw nangyari ang pagsibak at muling pagbalik sa pwesto kay Marcos noong October 26. Ito'y dahil sa utos mismo ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte.
Kailan niyo po siya nirelieve? Ano po yung dahilan kung bakit niyo po siya nirelieve?
Administrative relief lang yun, no? Dahil gusto kong maimbestigahan yung kanyang involvement sa pagtanggap ng drug payula, Your Honor.
Okay. Kailan niyo po siya binalik?
Same day, hindi ba? The same day binalik mo?
The same day, Your Honor.
Ito po ba ay regular na pangyayari? First time po ba ito o pangkaraniwan po itong pangyayari?
Hindi po pagkaraniwan, Your Honor. Actually, Your Honor, to be frank, nagtataka ako, Your Honor.
Opo.
But how am I to question the wisdom of the President? So meron siyang rason, Your Honor.
Okay.
Which he explained later.
Opo.
Tinanong tuloy si General Bato kung hindi ba niya pinagsisihan ang pagbabalik kay Marcos. Matapos lamang kasi niyang ibalik sa pwesto si Marcos, ilang araw lang ay napaslang naman sa kulungan si dating Albuera Leyte Mayor Rolando Espinosa Sr. noong November 5 ng CIDG team na pinamumunuan ni Marcos.
Hindi niyo naisip na sana na-relieve na lang siya. Bakit po ba nandun si Colonel Marcos kung natanggal niyo na rin eh? Di ba? You gave the order already.
Naisip ko yun, Your Honor. Sana buhay yun.
Kinwestiyon naman ni Senador De Lima sa De La Rosa.
Bakit ho hindi nyo kaagad sinabi sa amin o sa publiko na yung nag-utos pala sa inyo na i-reinstate sa Superintendent Marcos ay mismo ang Pangulong Duterte? Nagpas-ikot-ikot ka pa eh. Kumpadre, ganyan, humanitarian considerations. Bakit po ganun?
Your Honor, we are trained not to divulge, Your Honor. Alangan naman na sasabihin ko kaagad.
Hindi naman naiwasang magalit na De Lima sa naging sagot ni De La Rosa nang tanungin siya ni De Lima kung aamin din ba siya kung hindi ito inako ng Pangulo.
Kung maipit, Your Honor, sasabihin ko, magpalit tayo ng posisyon, Your Honor, ikaw mag-CPNP. Kung kaya mo mag-ipit,
Please do not argue with me.
Roland.
I'm the one asking you a question here.
Yes, Your Honor. I
Do
will
not
see.
argue with me. I've had enough of you. Kayong lahat ng mga nagsisinungaling.
Ipinresenta rin ng chairman ng Public Order Committee na si Senador Panfilo Lacson ng isa pang testigo laban kay Marcos. Emosyonal ang pahayag ni Pastrana Councilor Mylene Son, may bahay ng pinaslang na si Chief Inspector Jesus Son, na isiwalat niyang sinubukan daw suhulan di umano ni Marcos ng ₱250,000 ang kanyang asawa para paslangin si Rolando Espinosa Sr.
The night before my husband was killed, he told me, my life might end today or tomorrow. He told me that Sir Marcos had approached him in a friendly manner. According to my late husband, he was offered to look for an asset that will be used for a special project. I asked him what project was that, and he told me it was Mayor Espinosa's life in exchange of 500,000 pesos.
Nang magdesisyon na raw ang asawa niyang tanggihan ang utos ni Marcos,
It made Sir Marcos furious, underestimating his capacities. I told him that it was okay. This led my husband to post a message intended for him, though he did not name him in our joint account in Facebook. The following day, he was ambushed.
pinabulaanan nito ni Marcos.
Ano po ang masasabi ninyo sa sinabi ng Mrs. Son na nag-alok ka raw ng 500,000
Hindi po totoo yun, sir. Ang sabi ni Major Son, nung nagsisigaw siya, hindi lang po ako nakakarinig nun. Nandito po yung mga imbitado na officers na were also implicated nandito po sila. Nagsisigaw po yan si Major Son na, sabi niya, ina, bakit kami lang ang nandito ini-implicate na protector, tumatanggap ng payola, kung sino pang maliliit, nandiyan malalaki, si ganito, si ganito. Pagkatapos niya nag-post siya, sabi niya, oh, gusto niyo ako papatay sa mga Espinosa, ako papatay kay Mayor.
What is the status of Colonel Marcos today? Is he back to his duty? No, he was reinstated. That's why I want to know for the record.
Hindi po ako na-reinstate, sir. Bali, under restrictive custody po ako, sir.
Sorry.
No, maybe the proper
Under-
question should be,
Yeah, please.
is he still under restrictive custody? Because I heard IAS, declaring or announcing na na-lift na yung kanyang restrictive custody. But of course, this was changed. Sinabi na temporarily lifted. Anong status nila ngayon?
He is under restrictive custody, Your Honor. The whole
But they were allowed to go back to Leyte. For what reason?
to get their supporting documents for their defense, Your Honor.
So how can they be under restrictive custody and be allowed to go around the country?
No, Your Honor, that was the only instance that I allowed them, Your Honor. I lifted the restrictive custody kasi nagpaalam sila kung kunin yung papel nila. But, I allowed them to go back to their place to get their papers and return
is he back
immediately.
to restrictive custody today?
Yes, Your Honor. They are under restrictive custody.
Nakabalik na siya mula sa Leyte?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, teka, paano po nakarating kay Pangulo ang kaso ni Superintendent Marcos? Sabi mo, sabi ni Presidente, siya mismo ang tumawag.
Yes, Your Honor.
Paano nakarating sa kanya ang kaso ni Mr. Marcos? Hindi, ngayon lang, nung binalik siya. Anyway,
The President is abreast with what is happening in our drug war, Your Honor. Alam po niya lahat ng mga pangyayari, Your Honor. So,
okay,
alam niya
siguro
kung sino
tanongin ko
yung...
si Colonel Marcos, sino pong pinagsumbungan nyo na naririb kayo from CIDG 8?
Wala naman po ako, sir, pinagsumbungan.
Wala kang pinagsumbungan.
Wala naman po akong backer, sir, sa PNP.
Ha?
Wala naman po akong backer.
Wala. Paano po
Kung narilib po ako ng tuloy-tuloy, sir, tatanggapin ko po yun.
So paano naman bakit tumawag si Presidente kay Chief PNP tungkol sa kaso mo?
Hindi ko po alam yun, sir.
Just to clarify, this was before the death or the killing of Mayor Espinosa. Noon siya pinareinstate. Kasi he was relieved noong after October 15, after the arrest of Kerwin in Abu Dhabi, yung police officer sent to Abu Dhabi to debrief him, reported back to Chief MP De La Rosa that Marcos and the others nasa payola ni Kerwin. And right there and then, nirelieve sila ni Chief MP De La Rosa. But on the same day, as was already admitted by the President, si Chief MP De La Rosa received a call from Secretary Bongo, and then it was the phone was handed over to the President, who instructed him to reinstate. In other words, i-rescind yung order of relief, administrative relief, kaya hindi sila halos na-relieve because on the same day, hindi na rin sila nakaalis doon. So the question is, ano yung kapit ni o yung influence ni Superintendent Marcos kasi apparently mabilis yung flow of events, yung flow ng information kasi on the same day. Ibig sabihin, may direct line. Kasi how would the President know of the relief? Sana kung it took 1 week, pwedeng merong mga, alam mo na, may mga gumalaw. But right on the same day, you were instructed to reinstate, hindi ba? So, ang tanong ni Senator Drilon kay Superintendent Marcos, sino yung tinawagan niya para makarating kaagad kay Presidente na siya'y na-relieve?
Superintendent Marcos can respond to the question of...
Actually, sir, nung tinanong po ako ni Senator Chis Escudero, nung last Senate hearing, sir, kasi nandito po yung motion for reconsideration ko. It was received on November 4 ng umaga. Actually, I was here in Manila. On
Pakisagot lang po nung kay...
Pinareceive ko to. Nandito po, sir, last October 26, na-receive ko po yung decision from NCRPO na mayroon pong decision na suspended ako for 20 days because of a decision from General Pagdilaw in a case of common responsibility, pero in this case was decided in absentia. Hindi ko po alam na may kaso akong ganito, hindi po ako nakasagot. So, this was the day also na nakatanggap po ako ng relief order. Katapos, pinalawanag ko sa arwang ko na sabi ko, sir, bakit ako marirelieve dyan sa suspension na yan? Eh, hindi pa po final. I have to file my motion for reconsideration. So, sabi ko, magagawa kaagad ako. Kasi, actually, sir, hindi
That's
ko...
another incident. That's why gusto ko lang malaman ang sagot mo.
Kaya po, sir, yung tatawag
Isagot mo lang nung tanong ni Senator Lacson. Paano naman isa-isang araw lang umabot lang kay Pangulo itong problema mo?
Kaya nga po, sir, yun ang nasa isip ko, sir, na siguro nag-consult sila pertaining to the decision of my suspension na hindi pala final pa. Kaya siguro ako, sir, binalik. Kasi hindi ko
Nag-consult siya kanino?
Kasi hindi ko naman alam, sir, yung tungkol na mga sinasabi ni Kerwin eh. Ang nalaman ko lang yung sinasabi ni Kerwin on the first day na nag-appear siya the last Senate hearing na inaakusahan niya ako. I don't know about it. Wala akong alam dun. I was all the while thinking that I was relieved because of this suspension. Yun ang nasa isip ko, sir.
So, balik tayo sa tanong, okay, assuming na ang nasa isip mo, na-relieve ka because of that suspension,
Opo, sir.
mali pala, sinong tinawagan mo?
Wala akong tinawagan, sir. Ang tumawag sa akin, sir, yung personnel officer ng CIDG, informing me na meron akong suspension. Kung baka daw ako ma-relieve tungkol dito dahil I have to be relieved because of that suspension. Kaya sabi ko, sir, teka muna, sir, kasi tumawag ako.
Assuming, so it was a mere coincidence na na-suspend ka, anong date yan, suspension?
Yung suspension, sir, matagal na.
Date?
June 9, 2016 pa ang decision ni General Pagdilaw. Pero nalaman ko lang ang decision na to, sir, October 26.
October, kailan siya na-relieve? Anong date? Exact date?
On the same...
Yung administrative relief na ginawa ng headquarters ng NHQ. Kasi October 26 ito eh.
At saka, sir, yung relief ko po, sir, hindi po NHQ order na outside CIDG.
CIDG order.
I was relieved as RC.
Okay.
Opo, sir.
So, si General Ubusan, ang nag-relieve, I suppose, upon your instruction. Kasi ikaw naman ang na-brief noong nagpunta ng Abu Dhabi, hindi naman si Ruel, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Police Chief Superintendent.
Yes. So why did you relieve Superintendent Marcos, being the director of CIDG, why did you relieve him from his post as Regional Director of Region 8?
Upon the instruction of the Chief PNP.
Yun nga sinasabi ko. Kasi nga, siya yung nakatanggap ng briefing from the officers who went to Abu Dhabi and who got wind of the information that Superintendent Marcos was allegedly in the payola of Kerwin Espinosa. Di ba?
Maybe, Your Honor.
Clear, di ba?
The reason was not given to me by the
Yes,
Chief
I know.
PNP, Your Honor.
I know.
Just clarify, Mr. Chairman. Na-relieve yung relief ni Colonel Marcos came before the killing of Mr. Espinosa. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Inabot siya ng killing. Napatay, no? Ni-reinstate siya ng presidente before the killing. Is that correct?
Before the killing, Your Honor.
Before the killing.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, nagkaroon ng miscommunication sa media. Ganun ba? So, in the meantime, nag-a-appeal ka ba doon sa suspension na yun? o sa restricted custody?
Yes, sir. Bali, hinabol ko po, sir. Nung matanggap ko po nung October 26 yung suspensions ko, hinabol ko na hindi
At
umabot.
katulad nga na sinabi ni Chairman Lacson kanina, dahil ikaw ay nasasangkot sa payola ng drugs. Is that correct?
So, hindi ko po alam
No,
yun, sir.
yes or no? Hindi mo alam.
Hindi ko po alam yun,
What is
sir.
the answer of General Ubusan? The PNP chief is the one who put you under restrictive custody.
No, not yet, not yet.
Kaya nga,
Hindi pa sa killing.
Relief muna, Your Honor. Relief.
relief because of his involvement in drugs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, we just want to clarify because marami nagdidebate kami dito eh.
Ano muna, alleged involvement kasi hindi pa natin approve.
Alleged receipt of witting, drug payola, Your Honor.
Based on that, tumawag sa iyo si Mr. Bongo, Christopher Go, at nung nakausap mo na si Presidente na sabi, i-leap mo yon.
Para i-revoke, Your Honor. Revoke yung order.
Revoke
Revoke ang order, Your Honor.
before the killing of Mayor Espinosa.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's clear. Okay, thank you.
So, anong date yun? Meron kayo dyan? Yung date of relief.
Revoke yun, hindi napatay.
The date of relief, which is also the date of the recession of the order, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Ipafind out pa ng admin ng CIDG, Your Honor.
Find out.
Chief, while they're doing that, marami nag-uusap-usap kami mga senador dito. Because of that revocation, nakabalik siya. At dahil nakabalik siya, ngayon, pinagbibintangan siya ni Kerwin at saka ni Mrs. Son na siya ang nagpapatay kay Mayor Espinosa at saka kay Captain Son.
Nauna pa yan.
Nauna pa yun.
September 16 yung kay
Oo
Chief
nga, nauna pa
Inspector.
pala yun kay September 15. I'm sorry. Kay Mayor Espinosa. Nangyari yung pagkapatay dahil na-lift yung order.
Yes, Your Honor. Otherwise, hindi sila makapag-operate kung relief na
But
siya
we're
doon.
not saying that he did operate. We're just saying na pagbibintangan siya ni Kerwin. Malinaw yung sinabi ko.
Yes, Your Honor.
Siya, no? Okay. Alright. Thank you. That's clear.
Colonel Marcos,
Yes, sir.
narinig niyo po ang biyuda ni Chief Inspector Son na inoffer mo raw ng 500,000 para tumbahin si Mayor Espinosa ba? Sino yung para tumbahin? Ma'am, can you repeat your statement?
Si Mayor po, sir.
Sandali lang, liwanagin lang natin. Pakiulit mo lang yung binanggit mong 500,000. Paano ba yan?
He told me that morning that
Your husband.
yes, I'm referring to my husband. He told me that he was being offered in the amount of 500,000 pesos in exchange for the life of Mayor Espinosa. But he stated that he has to look for an asset.
And who did he say offered him?
Sir Marcos, he told me.
Okay. So what can you say about that, Mr. Marcos?
Yes, sir. Good morning po sa lahat. Ganito po, sir. Unang-una sa lahat, when yung asawa po ni Maylin, si Major Son, napatay, 9:50 in the morning, I went to the regional office to attend the oversight committee. Anang region, kasi member po ako doon, I arrived at the regional office in Campitic using my Innova vehicle, my only vehicle, a second-hand vehicle. Dumating ako doon 9:50, umakyat ako sa conference room, my car was parked. The meeting started at exactly 10 o'clock in the morning. Ngayon, while the meeting was ongoing, it was presided by CDS. About 10 minutes na ongoing yung meeting, may tumawag kay CDS, kay Superintendent Marnie, na mayroon ngang shooting incident sa Santa Fe involving a police officer. And it was identified nga yung sasakyan na Pajero Maroon, ang sabi ni CDS. Mayroon daw riding in tandem na dalawa. In-announce po yun when we were at the conference room. ang present po doon sa conference, fortunately, nandito po si Superintendent Sukaire. He was the member of the oversight. Nandun po kami sa meeting nung mangyari yung insidente na yun.
Excuse me, Superintendent Marcos. Simple lang po ang tanong, ano po ang masasabi ninyo sa sinabi ng Mrs. Son na nag-alok ka raw ng 500,000 piso?
Hindi po totoo yun, sir.
Yun.
Ganito naman po nangyari dyan. I was also attending a conference in PRO 8. I don't really recall what was the exact date. Bumaba po ako galing conference room dahil mahina po ang signal sa lobos ng conference room. Mayroon po akong kausap sa telephone. Ngayon, doon sa grandstand, doon ako nakipag-usap. Nandoon po yung 33 PCO at saka PNCO na inassemble ng Deputy R1 ng PRO 8, 33 officers na nirelieve sa post nila because of their implication on alleged involvement as protectors. Nakasama po si Major Son doon sa listahan na protector ng mga Espinosa. Ngayon, after nag-check attendance yung Deputy R1, I was on my phone, nag-disperse sila ng konti, si Major Son, nagsisigaw po doon sa grandstand. Sabi niya, putang ina, bakit ako lang ang, sabi niya yung dialect, kaya ano ako malat, kami malat na involved din ni. Kami lahat gini-involved na protector, nangangarawat yung kwarta. Ada nga nit mga dagko ng mga opisyal din na region, nangangarawat hin mga payola, diri upod-lugod din listahan. Katapos, sumiring pa yan na gusto niyo, ako lugod mapatay mga Espinosa.
Yeah, please translate.
Papatayo kay Mayor.
Translate mo nga sa Tagalog.
Translate ko po, sir. Ang sabi ni Major Son, nung nagsisigaw siya, hindi lang po ako nakakarinig nun. Nandito po yung mga imbitado na officers na were also implicated. Nandito po sila. Nagsisigaw po yan si Major Son na, sabi niya, putang ina, bakit kami lang ang nandito ini-implicate na protector, tumatanggap ng payola, kung sino pang maliliit, nandiyan malalaki, si ganito. Bakit?
Sino yung ganito?
Sinong ganito?
Sir, I invoke my right to self-incrimination.
No, you're not incriminating yourself.
Patay na po sir si Major Son. Pag kinot ko po yung mga tao na yon, baka po ako ma-implicate.
No.
Nandito naman po yung mga nakarinig din, sir.
Ikaw ang nagsabi,
Advise-
ikaw ang nagre-relate ng information.
Pagkatapos
ikaw ang
yun na
nagsasabi.
Opo,
So
sir.
sabihin mo kung sino yung ganito, ganyan.
Pagkatapos niya nag-post siya, sabi niya, gusto niyo akong papatay sa mga Espinosa, ako papatay kay Mayor. Yun yung sinabi niya.
Colonel,
Nandito po yung mga officers.
you have to tell us si ganito. Sino yon?
You're not incriminating yourself.
You're testifying. And may I remind you,
At saka yun, not attesting to the truth, Colonel Marcos, ang tinatanong ng mga senador, yung sinabi ni Major Son, hindi ibig sabihin, kung anong sinabi niya, yun ang totoo. Tinatanong ng komite, ano ba yung binanggit niya?
Sir, can you refer to me, lawyer, sir?
Yes. Do not testify, Mr. Lawyer.
Of course, Your Honors. Your Honors, good morning. I'm Attorney Tabuada. I would just like to make this clear that he will say these words not as to the veracity, okay, of the
Yes.
words mentioned by the deceased.
As a narration, as
Okay, yes,
part
yes,
of the
Your Honor.
narration, not
Okay.
as to the truth.
clear with that.
Sabi niya, bakit si Superintendent Clit, Thomas Clit, hindi di nandito? Number 1 tumatanggap. Si
Ano pangalan?
Superintendent Tomasito Clit. Yung po yung Arto. Clit po apelyido.
CLET?
CLET, sir.
Okay, sino pa ibang pangalan binanggit
Sabi niya, si DRDO, si Senior Superintendent Cobillas, tumatanggap din. Bakit hindi namin kasama dito? Yun po ang quote nun. At yun yung sinabi niya. Katapos, after that, sinabi niya, sabi niya, putang ina, gusto niyo ako papatay sa mga Espinosa ako papatay kay Mayor. Kung motibo lang po, ako wala po motibo. Doon lang sa mga tao na yun na mga binanggit at pinag-i-implicate, baka po si Major Son may motibong patayin si Mayor. In the first place, sir, mula na nag-execute si ni Mayor Espinosa na affidavit sa pinakauna hanggang sa pinakahuli, sa lahat na nag-corroborate ng affidavit niya, wala ang pangalan ko, wala ang pangalan ni Major Laraga, wala ang pangalan ni Major Matira. Si Kerwin lang ang nag-implicate sa amin, 3-in-1 kami. Parang masyadong kaduda-duda naman po yun para sa amin. Hindi po ako magiging CIDG chief kung hindi po ako binackground check ng PNP. I was to hold a sensitive position in the PNP kung may dungis po ang serbisyo ko.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Ronnie Dayan would like to be excused. CR lang po.
Excuse again. Wala pa nga sinasabing totoo, excuse ng excuse.
Sir, may additional po ako, sir. May nag-send sa akin kagabi ng clippings ng radio interview sa DYBL ng Tacloban. Nung mamatay po si Major Son nung ano ba yun? December 16, siya namatay. On the 17, in-interview siya ni Major Miriam, ang in-interview niya yung tatay ni Major Son, si Pat Son, in-interview ni Miriam Disicada ng DYBL. Tinanong siya if there any possibility o may duda sila kung sino ang pumatay kay Major Son. Ang sinagot po ng tatay ni Major Son, sabi niya, a day before namatay si Major Son, mayroon siyang kausap na opisyal. Mayroon siyang kausap na opisyal na nagtalo sila sa telepono at doon na nag-umpisa nag-aburido si Major Son ng araw na yun. At hindi po ako ang binabanggit na opisyal. Iba pang opisyal ang binanggit doon. Si Major Espinido. Nandito po yung recording niyan.
Gusto mo i-play?
Sir, kung gusto niyo po i-play, sir, nandito po sa akin yung recording. Nag-post nga po sa Facebook yung reporter kaninang umaga eh. Sabi niya, September 15, when Major Son was ambushed by unidentified assailants, his father Patrocinio was standing at the crime scene when an opportunity of a brief interview which he narrated a day before his son was murdered. He was complaining after his rape a call from Espinido. Sabi dito, be careful daw ni security. Katapos, but his wife, Maylin sa different version. Ito post po ito nung reporter. Sinend po sa akin.
Sino ang reporter yan?
Miriam Disicada, sir, from DYBL Tacloban.
Mr. Chairman, can we just ask Inspector Espinido, since he was named, to maybe provide some context? Inspector Espinido?
Pero hindi po ako naniniwala, sir, na si Espinido ang gumawa nun. Kasi mayroon din
Pero
po...
binanggit mo na rin siya.
Mayroon din po akong intelligence report sa pangyayari lahat ng killing ng Leyte. I have lead on it. Hindi po si Major Espinido.